Radio Show and Tell. My name is Jerry Miller. I'm the host of CB Radio Show and Tell on Facebook. This is my first video on YouTube, and I hope you enjoy our channel. This is now CB Radio Show and Tell's channel. As you can tell from the backdrop, we are worldwide. 99 countries in our group. And if you're not on Facebook, I hope some point you join the group. And if not, we'll show you some cool stuff here on YouTube. So here's how it goes. Somebody's going to send me all the photos of their stuff, their equipment, and a radio room, and what they're running. And I'm going to put it up here for you to see like this. Bah. And then after you get to see that, I asked the guy that owns the radio equipment a bunch of questions that I'm sure he would want to tell you if he was here, but he can't be here because I'm here, and that's it. So here's how it's going to go. I'm going to show you Dave Watkins, Dirty Quarter out of South Carolina's equipment, and he is a personal friend of mine. I'm the first guy that this guy talked to probably 20 years ago. So basically, I asked him some questions. I said, hey, Dave, how'd you get your first radio? And he says, dude, you won't believe this. And I'm like, how'd you get it, man? It was the first radio. Can't be that big of a story. He says, man, I got it from the Marlboro Miles Club. Whatever the Marlboro Miles Club is, but I'm sure it's got something to do with smoking cigarettes. Not them funny ones, cigarettes. All right, so I asked him, I said, dude, what's your favorite ever? If you had to pick any radio to run, what is it? Cobra 2000 is what Dave said with a Delta M2 mic. How do you not go wrong? You can't go wrong with a Cobra 2000. I know some people like all the electronic, like the 2970s and all that LCD displays and all that. But me, I like the old school stuff. And I think Dave's on to something. He said he runs LMR 400 coax. Now, personally speaking, that's the coax I run. I ran RG8, I ran RG213. Anyway, I ran some other coax, but the LMR 400 is outstanding. Never had an issue with it. He runs a Shockwave ground plane. I'm going to show you a picture of it right there. And then he said the worst purchase he ever made. I asked him, I'm like, Dave, what's the worst thing you ever bought? And he says, dude, you wouldn't believe this, man. I bought this cool, awesome, looked mint Night Eagle. So we've all been there. He bought the Night Eagle. He brought it home, goes to use it. Down in the dumper, it doesn't work. So then he opens the bottom of it and he tells me it looks like somebody chopped it up with a grinder. He said it was just terrible. He said the mic looked like somebody went in there and just stirred up the wires. Just awful. So be careful what you buy, because if you can't hear it and you can't see it, I would be leery to buy it, because you never know what you're going to get with electronic stuff, let alone CB stuff, when guys like to get the golden screwdriver out and tweak stuff. And we all been there. You can get in there and do it, but if you screw it up, it's done forever unless you get a good tech, and then he can fix you up. So I said, hey man, give me an idea of something cool that's not expensive but kind of blew your mind how good it was. And he says, dude, those little, I forgot what he said it was. He said it's those little cheap handheld Superstar mics. And if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's the DM452. And that 452, it's hit and miss. Sometimes you'll get one that's got awesome audio, and other times you'll get one where the element sounds like you're in a shoebox. But sometimes you get a good one, and I've got one that's awesome, and then I got one that's kind of hit and miss. But be aware, if you see them, don't be afraid to buy them, because they'll be cheap. And if you don't like it, you can always get rid of it and almost get your money back, because you didn't spend a lot for it in the first place. So I said, hey Dave, I've talked all over the world. Where's your favorite skip? Where was the favorite one out of ever? Where was it at? I know you're in South Carolina. Got to fix my mustache. Look good for you guys. Can't not look good. Let me fix that goatee up. All right, so anyway, I said, dude, where was your favorite skip? And he says, dude, it was from South Carolina. He was in his truck running a 2970, and he was on a striker antenna with an 8-pill, and he hit the Witch Doctor in Trinidad. Now, I've hit the Witch Doctor from Michigan off my base, but I never did it out of the mobile. So I'd say that's a pretty killer mobile trip. All right, so I said, dude, what's the next thing you're going to buy? And because we all got that one thing we want to buy, whether it's a Cobra 2000 speaker or a Madison or a Tram, whatever it is, we all have that one thing. And you can say, I don't want to buy any more equipment. Sure. Till that deal comes along, you're going to say, okay, this deal's too good to pass up. I got to buy this. But my buddy Dave said his thing to buy is the modulator. All right, I get what it is. It's basically a hi-fi audio equipment with a hi-fi mic, which is cool. But I've never run one, so I have no experience on that. But I know Perry Mayer in our group has had experience with it because he's got a high-fidelity station. And I've heard his on the internet, and it sounds outstanding. I've heard guys in Skip on it, and they sound outstanding. At some point, I may pull the trigger on this. But as for right now, my Delta M2 mic and or my vast array of D104s and God only knows what else, it does the job. So you don't have to have that, but if it's on your wish list, it's on your wish list, and that's what I asked him. So I says, dude, I need to know what keeps you in the hobby. Why do you stay here? What is it that keeps you in CB radio? And he says, dude, I got cool locals. He says, I got cool people out there in Skip to talk to, which is all of us, because if we're out there, you never know when Mother Nature could hit. You could be over here, and then it hits you over there, or over here, and then it hits you over there, and then it could be anywhere. It's awesome. It's almost like magic. It's like fishing to me. You throw the reel out, and you hope you catch something, and you reel it in, and oh, okay, I got a guy 200 miles away, which is cool because it's just your little antenna over there and this little antenna over here, and there's no repeaters doing any of the work. It's just your stuff and Mother Nature. I did Mother Nature like that. Did you see that? That was groovy. Anyway, so I says, dude, I got one last question for you. Are you in CB radio for life? And he says, yes, I'll be into it for life. I don't ever see me getting out of it. And I said, dude, I'm in the same boat, and I'm sure a lot of these cats out here on YouTube are in the same boat too. So if you're a CB guy and or just a radio guy, you'll probably like our group because I'm going to promote equipment like this so that you guys get to see other people's stuff and hear their experiences. I mean, I'm not doing it over the phone interview. I'm doing it questions and answers, and you get to see all their radio rooms, and I'll post nice pictures so that you get to enjoy other people's stuff too. And if you want to be part of this video extravaganza, then you know how to get a hold of me. I'm on Facebook. My name is Jerry Miller. I'm in CB Radio Show and Tell. You can message me, PM me direct, and or whatever. When I get to you, I will, but I've got a line of people so far right now wanting to have their equipment on our YouTube channel. And here's another little quick announcement. We in Facebook CB Radio Show and Tell have an event about once a month where it's called the Saturday Night Spotlight. And I'm going to bring that to YouTube. And it's going to be your stuff that's not CB related that's coming to be highlighted. Your name, your stuff, your description of what it is and how it goes. So if you'd like to be part of that, then you got to get a hold of me, and you know how. Jerry Miller at Facebook on CB Radio Show and Tell. I hope to talk to you again soon, and I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you for being with me, and thank you for making this day special. Have a good day. Be cool.